He requested from League officials that we could remake the lobby with the same pick and bans up until that point, and League officials acquiesced to that request, which is why we had the remake. So you can see he picked Kai'Sa instead. We'll be getting on into the game in just a second. Like the Zilean in the bottom lane as well for XL. Wait, did they pick Rumble?
That looks like they picked Rumble.
I saw Zilean on the screen.
I'm just getting confirmation
they picked
from
Rumble.
Producers right now. Yeah, so that is in fact a Rumble
top lane in a lot of those games, and still they were able to overcome and make it into the playoffs and make it to that third place match. Now, Kaydrill's gone for an invade here. Xerxes going to trade into him. Skirmisher Saber with a longsword up against just a Skirmisher Saber, and Kaydrill's winning out for the moment. Humanoid on his way with the World Ender. Exile's going to come across the wall as well. Needs to go in. Lands the Fear Beyond Death and will pull the Sejuani back. We're having meat tonight, says Exile. 1-for-1 trade.
Ooh, really good trade. Which means that they're going to start sieging onto this tower and poking things down. And here we see an engage.
Engaged. Nuskeven wasn't there in time. Kassin gets a lot of damage down, but rooted up. Kaydrill's on his way as well. The cleanse used, expects teleported down towards the bottom lane. Xerxes here as well. Kobe low, doesn't have the ability to get away. He's just going to get chucked out by Jesko. They get two. Incredible stuff from XL diving in the bottom lane.
And all of XL's two pretty easy kills that they'll convert into a Cloud Drake as well.
And they invested on it as a team. All 5 members coming down there. Expect with the early teleport, you can't cancel that anymore. They need it
fast enough to swap, so they're just going to keep picking up these turret plates. The wave clear doesn't exist right now for Aatrox, and that's 3 plates going down in favor of XL. A lot of extra gold going to be picked up, and this also means that a Rift Herald will go in the back pockets of Cade.
It was so common in the past where we'd see a team take a dragon.
Needs one more hit.
Oh, Humanoid flashes away from it. You could see him just like tasting it. It's like, I want my meal tonight. You're not going to deny me, but he does. And Kaydrill now on his way. Humanoid realizes able to get away with the onboard trespass just for the moment. Xerxes going to turn it around. Kaydrill's got a little bit too deep here, a little bit too ham, and Xerxes will take him down because of it.
Huge overextension there from Kaydrill. This is the second time we've seen it this game.
The Infernal Drake's been started. That control ward denying any vision for Splice for the moment. Xerxes have to jump across if he wants to get in there in time, because it's down to 1,000 HP and already the Infernal Drake is gone, but Splice might want the fight. You can see Xerxes waiting just around the corner, misses the bowler. Kaydrill now needs to get away. Will pop his own ultimate. It's rooted in place and will sacrifice himself for the dragon.
So 1 life for Infernal Drake is not too bad for XL, a mid laner, to get a bit of vision around the map. Maintaining control around this area is very, very important, and the primary vision provider is your support. So they're going to group up and they're going to just offer that extra bit of assistance to set that all up.
That they are. You have to look at the Humanoid pops the World Ender, looking for the engage onto Kaydrill. Exhaust comes down as well. Kaydrill jumps away. There's the Fear Beyond Death, but it's not going to get the kill because, of course, that World Ender was on. Kaydrill goes golden. Xerxes now on the wrong side of Expect. Kassin coming forward. Humanoid chasing onto Exile. The fight's on 2 fronts. They can just about catch Xerxes, and they will survive for the moment. But the decimating smash from Chachi's going to try and keep Exile in place. Pulled back. No. Flashes away. Nuskeven now dead as well. And Exile have come out on top of the fight. Look at Kassin. He's chasing forward once again, leading the front line for XL as they find 2 kills in the mid lane.
So XL come out on top at the back end of that fight. It all became very sporadic as everyone was kind of split apart. But the most crucial thing is that Jeskla and Kassin got to the fight before Cobbett and Nuskeven.
In the same house every night. I sneak in, I read the diary, and after it says I love the fish show for a few pages, it's like, oh, okay, League of Legends.
You weren't supposed to tell people about that.
I'm sorry, man. I feel hurt sometimes because I've never seen an I love medic in there. But I see a lot of I love the fish.
While we live together, it would be wrong.
That would be awful. That's true, actually. I'm glad I've never seen one.
I must keep my emotions in check. Now, Splice, they're looking to find a kill on Expect.
Great stun onto Expect there. Locks him down. He has the flash, but he's actually going to try and use it to come down here. Humanoid will get the kill. Good stuff from Splice. They're the ones to find the pick.
So this was a bit of an oversight from on the map. Picked themselves up a bit of gold as well, and now you have Humanoid sitting at 3-0-1 on this Aatrox. Will really be one of the defining factors in turning this game back in favor of Splice.
And now has his second completed item as well alongside with that Black Cleaver. The Yumu's Ghostblade was his first, then Black Cleaver. Both AD carries sitting on 2 items as well. So I'd like to see Jeskla being used a little bit more by XL here. We talked about how strong a Kai'Sa can be on the Stormrazor Ginsu's power spray in the last second. Has that Zeke's Convergence finish, which I really like on the Rakan, one of his key items. Expect overextended once again. You can see Exile's down towards the bottom lane, does have the teleport, but Xerxes here and has that ultimate. Doesn't quite connect, the ace in the hole coming out as well. They're burning everything on Expect. expect. But a kill is a kill, say Splice, and they will take down the top laner of XL.
But again, XL, they can't really punish anywhere else on the map. They're going to be able to secure this, which means that Splice find themselves another pick. They alleviate some of the pressure. Unfortunately for them, XL might just have enough damage to secure this objective. So it wasn't all that bad for XL. They still come out ultimately on top.
It's only one tower, though, for the kill.
And we'll go catch that wave up towards the top side, but Humanoid has his eyes on the Yordle. Here comes the Yomus.
I feel like we're in the point where Humanoid just 1v1s this right now. Expect just trying to walk his way away, but the stopwatch straight into the ultimate, and Expect for the third time in a row will be XL's death. Splice take the lead in the kill score.
XL's trying his best to pressure, but Vizichachi is there. Kobe's on his way.
Yeah, now XL's just pushed too far as well. Didn't realize that Kobe was on this side of the map, and Kobe will just continually pound away with those headshots. Not really a huge amount XL can do. He's trying to walk his way away, but eventually he'll fall. Shut down, goes across to Chachi, and XL don't really have an answer.
For this Aatrox, and Splice are the ones now get to dictate the pace of the game.
Infernal Drake on the cards, no ultimate on Kasing. Root's gonna land, but that's only on to Expect. Here comes the teleport. The fight's gonna start, but look at the damage coming out from Kobe. Bullets to the back of Expect, down to half HP already. Cersei comes in, straight into the bowler. Cadril gets demolished, and all of XL get deleted. 2 down already, and Splice just keep rolling that train forward. There's no stopping the hype train for Splice right now. There's a third kill, the tower their target.
Perfect 5v5 team fight for Splice. They started off by getting very...
Hope maybe in having double Infernal in the cloud.
Humanoid's on his way. He has his ultimate up as well.
Has been spotted on that ward. There's the teleport coming in as well. Gonna fight this one. Jessica staying around to get the dragon. Just about gets it. Will sacrifice himself for it. Can an insect flash? Gets away for the moment. Humanoid can still chase forward. Flash ignite. That's a lot burned from Humanoid there.
Yep, but it will still be a Baron in favor of Splice. They finally get themselves the gold lead. With all of the members alive, definitely something they can be happy with.
And Humanoid continuing to show us why so many people rated him coming into the LEC. Look at his rotational flanking play. A cannon minion every wave after the 25-minute mark, which makes it even easier to push with Baron because you don't have to wait for the cannon wave. It's just going to be there. It's going to help you out. This bottom lane tower will fall pretty quickly as Expect just waits for the cannons to push in and lose that Baron buff. XL still holding on to the mid lane. Oh, okay. If you could show me this manual at some point, because I feel color casters have an advantage. Like, you all have access to this manual.
It's not a real manual. It's like an imaginary manual that just a lot of pro players agree on. And so you then just kind of figure out what the pro players are thinking, and then you just regurgitate it.
Oh, okay.
From the Caitlyn, after they caught XL on the trap, was actually pretty significant, but he's just going to go back to base. He has the TP.
Cadrill's going to get pulled back here. Has the GA. Pops the Crescent Slash as well to try and get away. Chachi there. Gets the damage down, pops that GA. XL now trying to step forward, but a great bowler's going to connect, and already Cadrill's dead. Here comes the equalizer. Maybe XL looking to turn this one around. Kasing has the ultimate, and it looks like XL are going to trade it for the third Cloud Drake. They are going to be incredibly fast as they run back towards their base to try and defend against the Baron empowered minions from Splice. And you saw in that fight, XL don't have a huge amount of damage yet.
Nope.
And we're near the end of the game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That their late game, it was not built for late game. It was much more built towards early to mid game, where they had the lead. They were in a position to just snowball, but they made one too many mistakes, which Splice could use to stall out. And now they're sieging onto the base. XL have just lost their first inhibitor tower. Humanoid is sieging up topside. He's looking for another inhibitor tower. Splice looking very clean and calculated in the late game.
8,000 gold lead now for Splice. They break through those 2 inhibitor towers, looking for the inhibs to follow it. Inhibitor just getting chipped away at piece by piece by piece.
XL doing what they can to defend his
engage from Kasing, tries to get onto the backline. Jessica jumps forward as well, but he just hasn't got the damage yet. Kasing jumps out, Crescent Slash comes out from Cadril. 1 down, but that's the world ender. Not even the GA pop yet. XL misses. Cersei gets the kill onto Cadril. Kasing running away, and Splice now stepping forward. Step by step, they just walk their way into the XL base, and XL really can't do much against this at all. Exile down, XL just dumpstered in their own base. Second inhibitor will fall as well, and Splice will look for the win.
Splice, their front line is just too tanky. XL cannot break through it. The super minions and the Baron Power minions are sieging through. Splice are looking for more.
Kobe's just getting shut down after shutdown. Norscarin will pay for it with his life, but eventually Expect will fall. Triple kill for Kobe to round it out, and what better way to do it than with the franchise man? Splice will pick up their first win in the LEC.
Things look very promising for XL in the early game. I love their split map. I love the way that they denied the Caitlyn Morgana in the early stages of play. But Splice, that experience really came through. They